Hey friends, thanks for joining me on my IVF journey. This is my first cycle going through IVF and I haven't even gotten there yet. So this is actually my pre-cycle appointment with my cardiologist. I have to go every single year to get an echocardiogram because I had heart surgery when I was younger. So I thought I was all cleared last year, but I got a notification from a nurse saying that the cardiologist wanted me to have another echo before going through IVF because they want to make sure that I am healthy and ready for egg retrieval. So I haven't even started my stims yet, but I am at the hospital for my echo and we're gonna see what they say. Hopefully I'm still healthy like I was last year and I can just go through IVF like everybody else and have an egg retrieval and safely go under anesthesia. So that's what I'm doing here today. I think that's it. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. We would love for you to join us. Well, it's probably good that I didn't try to vlog on my way home from my first monitoring because I had a complete breakdown and cried, and Sam called me because she knew I was upset, and then I cried harder. I'm just so disappointed. I don't even know what the results are yet, but I'm just disappointed that it seems to take us so long. And I know that it isn't even taking us as long as it has taken so many people, but we went to the clinic thinking that we were just going for fertility because we're lesbians, and now we both have infertility issues, and it's just so hard to know that it's going to be difficult for both of us, and there's nothing we can do about it, and I'm just really disappointed, but be okay. So today is my first day of summer break. As many of you know, I'm a teacher, so I was waiting to do any of my fertility stuff until the summer because monitoring hours are from 6:30 to 7:45 in the city, and I work in the opposite direction. So today was my first day that I was able to do monitoring, and so because I'm supposed to be in the middle of my cycle, I did. I have an IUD, so I don't really know what my cycle is like, but I thought I was on day 3 today, and I had 1 follicle on the left and none on the right, and that shocked me. I expected a couple. I didn't expect 1. So on a more positive note, I got a call back from the pre-op nurse that I spoke with the other day. They wanted to make sure that I was clear for egg retrieval because of my heart. So as you just saw, I went to get an EKG done, and yesterday they called me back and said that everything was good, that nothing has changed in my heart, which is a good sign because they're worried about a leak eventually, maybe. Because I have plastic on my heart, so my heart is fine, so it's healthy enough for an egg retrieval, so I don't need to see the cardiologist, and I can have an egg retrieval if I get there, ever. We'll see. But I think that's it. I will update when I get a message back from my doctor or nurses about what my numbers look like today, what my blood work and my ultrasound show. Maybe I'm just not in the part of my cycle that I think I am. With this IUD, it's nearly impossible to know other than a little bit of spotting. So we'll see. Maybe I'm just wrong on where I'm at in my cycle, or maybe I don't have any eggs left. I don't know. Happy summer break. Okay, so I just got home from running around today, and I got 2 messages from the nurse at the fertility clinic, and the first one I was not super excited about. I read it and it said, "Hi Jillian, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Please don't order your microdose Lupron yet." So this was the one that expires after like 9 days. So you have to order it like right when you need it. So she says, do not order it. Your estrogen was a bit elevated with some cysts, so I don't think you'll be starting yet. I'm waiting for doctor to finish with a patient so I can ask her the plan, but I wanted to let you know to hold off on the Lupron. I will touch base with you soon. So I read that. I was at a stoplight and I just wanted to read it. So I was like, oh, okay. And then a few minutes later, maybe 10 minutes later, I got another message. It said, "Hi Jillian, disregard the message about the microdose. I remembered that we didn't want you to miss your period and didn't have you start the birth control yet. I showed Dr. Boots your results and she is fine with you starting your birth control. This will also help with those cysts to go away. You can start your pills tonight or tomorrow. Here is the tentative timeline. Please let me know what you think." So today, start birth control pills. Take your pill at the same time each day. And then June 18th, take my last pill. And then June 19th, baseline ultrasound and blood work. If you are clear to start, you will start the microdose Lupron this night. So June 19th is my tentative start date. So I guess that's it. I will be taking my birth control, and next time you see me, I will be starting or getting that baseline, I guess. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But I did message her back and just said to please ask the doctor if I should be concerned with only seeing one follicle today, or if that is what they expected. I don't know. That really threw me off. So we'll see what she says, but yeah, I'll check back in. I got my meds. It's like Christmas morning. Because you're vlogging this, I'll always stab myself.
Yeah, you're not that trustworthy with them.
Man, I really... Oh, it's a cold pack.
It's just probably telling you to put it in the freezer. Or the fridge, I mean.
The freezer.
Not the freezer.
Store this product at room temperature. Do not refrigerate upon arrival. I'm all over the place. See, I had coffee today.
I told you. Manicure.
Manicure. We already still have some hairs, don't we?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I know the nurse asked me if I had my medicine already when I did my baseline the other day, and I was like, yeah. Because I hadn't ordered it yet, but I knew we had yours.
We've got a lot of that stuff.
We have tons. Vials. It's so weird. It's such a weird feeling, like having it for myself. Before it was just getting it for you. Here's the refrigerated one.
I actually don't think I've ever been home to open one because...
I know, because I'm always home.
You always just open it.
So here's my sharps container. We have like 50 of these already.
Those are syringes.
Little syringe needles. And then these are the actual syringe bottles with giant... Oh, these must for the
It should tell you what they're for.
This is...
I know how to figure it out if not.
Diabetes. This is for diabetes.
Oh, those are for the Lupron then.
Okay.
Microdose Lupron.
Here's my Poliston pen. This is all the same stuff you had for your first protocol. I think our doctor just put us on the same protocol. So I was on my way to the gym, and as I was moving something to the door, I saw the FedEx guy carrying these two boxes up to me. I'm glad I was here for it. Ice packs. These are great to keep if you need ice packs for...
We have tons.
We have so many. Alright, here's all my Poliston that needs to be
Wow, that's so much.
It is a lot.
Alright.
So yeah, got my meds.
I have to wait until my actual baseline for the loop rod.
New order, or if you're returning our call, please press 2.
I've been on hold for 30 minutes now. 45 minutes. This is insane. I've been on hold for exactly an hour now. To place an order for my fertility medication.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, sure. Let me pull your file up, Jillian. Hang on just a second.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Jillian, thanks for holding. Okay, and now when are you starting the medication, Jill?
As soon as possible. Are these coming out of Warrenville or Boston?
These are going to ship out of Boston because of the dilution, Jill.
Okay, so then I guess tomorrow if I can get it in time.
Alright, are you actually starting the dilution tomorrow?
I'm supposed to be starting it today, but because I can't get it until I know, I'll have to start it tomorrow. Okay, it's June 19th. I just had my baseline this morning, and I really was not excited about it. Once again, it hurt like hell because of that hydrosalpinx I have in my left fallopian tube. But also because I only had 2 follicles on each side. So, especially with IVF, that means that the potential for growing eggs is only what I really start with. And so I just didn't feel very confident about that. I think average women usually have between like 10 and 20 to start off with. So seeing 4 this morning was really discouraging. But the person doing the ultrasound was training. So there was another ultrasound tech in there, but she didn't really do anything with the ultrasound. So I don't know if there really were only 4, because the ultrasound tech that was training, she didn't really, not to be so graphic, but she didn't really dig around as much. So I feel like maybe she didn't see everything. That's just wishful thinking, I don't know. But I also had blood work done, so I was pleasantly surprised when I got my message this afternoon, just a little while ago, and it said, based on your ultrasound and lab results, you are clear to start your IVF cycle. You have completed your birth control, so don't take any more of that. Starting tonight, take 10 units of microdose Lupron between 6 and 9 p.m. And then tomorrow in the morning, take it again, and then at night again. Continue twice a day, so morning and night between 6 and 9 until I am instructed to stop. On Friday, I will begin taking my Follistim and my Menopur. And then take that every night within approximately 1 hour of your chosen time between 6 and 9. And then return to the office next week for monitoring. So the only issue with this is that the microdose Lupron is a compound medicine, so that means that it is mixed at the pharmacy and sent out right away. It has a shelf life of 9 days, I believe. So I am not able to have it delivered today because it's coming out of Boston. So I just ordered it. You saw that. I just waited an hour and 20 minutes on hold to order that. but it is being sent overnight and then I will receive it tomorrow. The nurse did tell me before, when I messaged her, that it was okay to start the Lupron the next night after my baseline. Hey there, happy Tuesday. It is June 25th. Checking in because I've been on my microdose Lupron for about 5 days, I believe, and stims for 2 days. You may be wondering how I got from June 19th to today with only being on Lupron for like 4 days. So after being on the phone for a ridiculous amount of time with the pharmacy, they messed up. They didn't send my medicine like they were supposed to. So the next day it never showed up. I freaked out. I didn't know what to do, but there really wasn't anything I could do. I got a message from them the day after at about 4:30 in the afternoon, which was 5:30 for them because they're in Boston. And they said they needed to speak with me to authorize them sending my medicine. So of course I flipped out, and there was nothing I could do because it was already 4:30, almost 5 o'clock by the time I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't get the medicine anywhere. I thought my cycle was going to be ruined. I didn't know what to do, but I messaged the nurses, and then the next morning they responded and said it was okay, that I could just get the medicine from a local pharmacy, even though it costs more money, which whatever, as long as I got it, I didn't care. And I could begin on the 21st. So yeah, so 19th I talked to you, 20th it was supposed to be delivered, they didn't, so the 21st is when I actually started. So I have been on Lupron for about 4 days, and like I said, my stimulants for 2 days. So today is my day 3. I'll take my stims and the Lupron tonight. I am staying on the microdose Lupron 10 units morning and night, and then Follistim 300 and Menopur 150. So that's what I'm on right now. Tomorrow I have monitoring in the morning, actually with Samantha. So we'll be at monitoring together for our separate cycles. And I will see if it's working and if I'm going to stay at the same amounts, if they'll change it, if they'll cancel, I don't know. So we'll just have to see. So yesterday I had my day 4 monitoring. I didn't end up picking up the vlog because I woke up with a headache. It wasn't as bad as what Sam had in her first 2 IVF cycles, but I definitely woke up with, like, the second I opened my eyes, I could just tell my head was just like achy, which is what Sam always has on day 4. She usually has more of a headache and then it turns into a migraine. Mine was just kind of like a dull ache all day until dinner time. We were almost done making dinner and I started seeing like blurred vision. Like it kind of looked like, my vision looked like pixelated. And so then I sat down, I took some Tylenol, which you're allowed to take during IVF, drank my water, and just tried to like close my eyes. I couldn't like look at my phone, I couldn't look at the TV, I tried not to look at lights because I was worried it was turning into a migraine, which I don't get very often. But after a little while, Sam finished up dinner and I just rested, and then by the time we started eating, it got better. It went back to just a dull ache. So I didn't vlog yesterday, even though I had monitoring and then I got my results, but vlogging today to let you know that so far so good. I guess they saw one follicle that measured 13 millimeters, which is pretty decent, and then several under 10. They didn't tell me how many that several was. I only saw them measure 3 follicles, and I couldn't really tell their sizes. And they all looked about the same size, so I wonder if 2 of them are like just under 10. But then maybe there are others, I'm not sure. In order to have a retrieval, they have to have 3 above 10 millimeters by the time they want to retrieve. I really hope there are more, because if we have 3, then we're looking at maybe 1 embryo, and it would be really nice to have more than 1. I mean, I can't really hope for that much, but it would be nice to have more than 1. But yeah, that's about it. I go back for monitoring on Saturday morning. So that is day 7 for me. Other than that, I don't think anything else is up. Today I have a little bit of a dull headache. It's not as bad as yesterday's was. Other than that, like, symptoms are still kind of the same. I think I have more symptoms than Sam, because I think the hormones are just affecting me more than they affected her. So I've been exhausted, and I'm not really doing that much. I mean, I'm on summer break. I'm a teacher, so I shouldn't be this tired, and I am so tired. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom all the time, but I'm drinking a lot of water, and I don't usually drink that much water, so that's probably why that is happening. The headache, my back has been hurting a little bit. I can definitely feel that my ovaries have gotten a little bit bigger. When I lean up against the counter, like to do dishes or, you know, prep dinner or whatever, I can feel like a little bit sensitive. And I think that's it. Yeah, I'm just feeling meh, which is fine. Like, that's what's expected. You so sleepy? Hey, Basie, you so sleepy? Hi. Good afternoon and happy July. I am updating on my cycle day 7 and 9 stems, because I did not want to update with false information, and it seems like I'm going to have to tell you the false information that they told me. So let's get started with day 7. And by the way, I have started journaling my cycle like Sam does. It is way easier to see your progression and what the information is that they are telling you every couple of days, rather than going back in messages from the nurses. So I started journaling, so I'm going to be referencing it just so that I give proper information. So day 7 stems, I had estrogen of 84, really low for a week on hormones. Lucky me. And then my follicles, this is the false information I got. And I'm not sure who messed up. I don't want to blame anybody, but on my day 4, I told you that I had one measuring at 13 millimeters. Awesome. Like, that's pretty decent. Like, it was one, but it was at least a big size. And then day 7, they said my largest one was 10 millimeters. And then I had several under 10. Now, where I think someone messed up is, while I was having the ultrasound done, I saw her measure them, and I saw one around 12 point something, and then I saw one at 10.5, and I was looking at the average. I know what I was looking at. And then I asked the ultrasound tech, what did you see? I'm not always the best at reading them like Sam is, so I asked her, and she said, you have one above 10, and then you have one right at 10, and then you have others several under 10. I was like, oh, cool, perfect. So then I'm thinking, all right, there's that one that was 13. Maybe it was a little bit, you know, it was a different angle, so they measured it differently. So that makes sense. It would be around like 12, 13. You know, I was a little surprised it didn't get bigger, but I was like, okay, whatever. And then another one at 10, like great. One of the smaller ones finally grew. So I'm thinking like, good, I have at least 2 that are growing, because like I said, I need at least 3 for a retrieval. And I'm supposed to be having a retrieval like any day this week. So, but yeah, then they got back to me later that day and said, you have 1 at 10. I was like, no. So I messaged them back and I just said, like, I'm just wondering, like, while I was having my ultrasound, the ultrasound tech told me there was 1 over 10 and 1 at 10. And I saw her measure it. I'm just wondering, like, how did I go from 13 millimeters to 10 millimeters? Do they shrink? Like, how is that even possible on hormones? And she was like, no, they shouldn't shrunk. It could have just been a different angle. We'll just check back next week when you come in for monitoring. So day 9 is when they should have been checking for these again. That was this morning. And my estrogen was 157. So that was a pretty good jump. Like from 84 to 157. Okay, pretty decent. But that means that I should have 1.5 follicles at maturity. I believe every 100 points of estrogen shows like a mature follicle. That's what we've read, at least. I don't know if that's true. I'm making things up. Dr. Jillian here. But I would think that, like, okay, we have at least 1.5 mature. Follicles. She said 1 is at 14 millimeters. So there's that 13 millimeter one that apparently only grew 1 millimeter in 4 days, but whatever, and several under 10. So I'm still missing that second one that was at 10. I don't know where it is. Now here's the issue. I have the blockage on my left fallopian tube, and my left ovary is like way up there apparently, so it's hard for them to see it. So when I'm getting the ultrasound, it's very painful and it's really dark. Like, I think my ovary is just so far away that it's hard to see it. And then the right side I have a cyst. So I'm just doing wonderfully, as you can tell. And so I'm pretty sure they're gonna cancel my cycle. I thought for sure they were gonna say today it was canceled. And they said, like, at this point, we just want you to know this is slower than the doctor expected, but we will see in 2 days. So I will be going back again in 2 days on the 3rd for another monitoring. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna cancel me. I don't think this is a good protocol, and this is the protocol that they canceled Sam on. So I don't know. I got nothing. I really thought I was doing a little bit better here, and apparently I'm not. And I really wish they would have just used the protocol that worked well on Sam for me, and then again on her, because we had a little scare with her as well. And if you have not watched, go watch Sam's diary, because I'm sure she'll talk about it. But dang, like IVF isn't a big deal, but like, why is this so difficult? Why isn't this just the answer for infertility? I don't know. I don't understand how we can't just get some eggs. Oh my god. Anyways, I will check back in 2 days, promise. And I will let you know if I have a cycle or a canceled cycle, or if I'm gonna be having an egg retrieval, which I doubt. But I think Sam might be having an egg retrieval on the 4th of July, maybe. So she has monitoring tomorrow, so we will see. So yeah, at least one of us might have a retrieval this week. Bye. Okay, it's my final update. Tonight is trigger night. I have 1 embryo at 18 millimeters, and the doctor thinks it's a good idea to just go ahead and go with the retrieval because it's a mature egg, and I only have so many months to get through egg retrievals. So she's thinking that I retrieve this one and then go ahead and do another round of IVF next time I have a cycle. However, this is where I'm nervous. The trigger shot that was sent to me was not Avidril, which is what we are used to, what Sam has always taken. It is HCG. That is injected, how do you say it, intramuscularly?
Yes.
In my ass. I'm very nervous about this. Sam doesn't want to be in it, but she's looking at me. And I'm being a really big baby about it. But I told her I'm not supposed to have anything going in my butt. That sounds really bad. I'm not supposed to have any shots in my butt because I'm not doing any transfers in the next few years. A couple of years maybe, I don't know. I don't like needles.
Just one.
Anyway, so it is Wednesday, July 3rd. T-minus 15 minutes until trigger shot. And then on Friday, I will have my retrieval at 11:30 a.m. It's okay. It doesn't matter because it's a side view anyways. I really don't like this.
You don't like it. I have to do it. I'm nervous.
That way I can.
Is it time?
Yeah.
So I have to do this, right?
Is it in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not in. Okay, it worked out on my head a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
It's there.
That's it?
That's it, babe.
Okay, not bad.
Baby, I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job.
Thank you. Okay, so that really wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be at all. It just kind of felt like a pinch and then it was over. So I worked myself up really, really a lot.
You did such a good job, baby.
Thank you. You did a really good job too.
I
Sam
was
found
really nervous.
a perfect spot. And
You two
went
helped
in.
me.
Thanks, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, so not that bad. I'm not sure how the PIO shots are because I know it's a thicker liquid, but the shot itself didn't hurt. Wasn't bad.
All right. Good job, baby.
All right.
Proud of you.
Thanks for triggering me, baby.